Lovely, lovely, wonderful people. A pleasant afternoon to you. Now, beautiful people, when I hear of situations like these, I know for sure. I mean, you know for sure before but it kind of solidifies your confirmation in a sense where you know for sure people are going to die. Because I never would have believed in this 21st century, this modern day, that a man, 37-year-old man, Mr. Powell, Karen Powell, I think the name of the man is, from Litchfield, a district in Trelawney called Litchfield. I think I visited there before. Went to a funeral. Litchfield, Trelawney. From asphyxiation of a bun because of a bun eating contest. And for the life of me, what puzzles my mind is that if it is a contest, he could not have been the sole human being there. And even if you're not a first aid trained human being, there's some things that as humans, that common sense we just know, or we almost know instinctively. You see somebody choking, you do that. I don't know what you call it. It starts with an H. There is a thing that they grab you here and then they kind of push you up and get the thing out, or then give you two blow lick in your back, give you some bitch lick in your back. You ensure so that thing go down or lick the chest, back so you lick. You understand? Because you have to do some sort of I don't know if you call it samurai, karate, kung fu, martial arts, some kick up and backs up something. To ensure so the food either fly out, it flies out, or it goes down. I remember years ago when I was a little child, and to this day I still have that little bit of phobia. Not so much, I'm hurdling it because I'm not somebody who is fearful really. I don't like when I feel fear on me. I say, God, you have to remove this. I don't like it, for different situations. And I never forgot when I was a little girl, maybe about 9, I don't remember, 8, 9, I don't know. And Guinea, and my dear, the thing, because it's very slippery, it flew down my throat. And I was there hitting my mother, and she thought I was just giving trouble. A man had to say, your daughter is choking. She said, what? And then I think because Mr. Boney, the man must have flipped me up and give me a beach licking on my back. And the thing, I don't know if it go down or I fly out, I don't remember. But I'm alive today to tell the tale. I am alive today to tell the tale. That's what he did. And this is a big man, 37-year-old, and I'm saying it's a contest. You're seeing the man eating, and you're seeing that you will realize that something is wrong, because if he's choking, he's going to be gasping. He's gasping. And you mean to tell me that nobody came to this man's rescue? Not a soul? Figure two lick? Even if you don't know the first aid trick or the whatever trick it is called. There is a method that they use. As I said, they grip you here and they, kind of do this. And then just get some ratty licking at your back. And you mean to tell me that not one adult who must have been there with that adult in that bun eating contest could have attempted to save the man's life? It makes no sense to me. Because he died from asphyxiation, which means the thing choked him good and proper. And nobody realized him see that him, nobody no realize. Jesus of mercy. What a crazy world we're living in. What a crazy world we're living in. That people seeing people dying in front of them just watching or whatever it is, or barely doing anything, or they think it's up. There is no way you see somebody entering a contest and choking and you don't come to their aid and rescue immediately. That's why I never ever liked those contests because I'm not even great with that. You understand? I don't want to choke me so me can't drink something same time. I've never ever liked it. I've seen people do it and I said, boy, they're brave. They're brave. Mighty God, I can't believe this. And now the family wants to be recompensed, and I cannot blame them in a sense. And this is where I'm coming from, the angle. Yes, the man made the decision to enter the contest, but where I have a problem, that could have some, maybe a legal issue, is the fact that they watched him choke and suffer and basically did nothing, because he could have been saved. That could a bun. It's a bun that's going. It's not a rock stone that's going down his throat. It's a bun. It's not a rock stone that is going down his esophagus. And I can't. No. Jesus have his mercy. And nobody know that if he gives on licking him back when you see my choke. No man, it must be a joke. Somebody must have been doing some sort of I don't know, the equivalent of a CPR, whatever it is, to save his life. Because I refuse to believe that people would have watched this man suffer to death. Suffer to death. I refuse to believe that people would sit there. So some people must have come to his rescue and probably, I don't know, something just went awry. I can't see them hitting his back on bun and him not survive. I'm afraid of this world that we're living in. We're living in a world where people have no qualms in just watching you die. Because that's the only thing that makes sense to me in a situation like this. Nobody says, no man, him choking, whatever it is. I think I saw the article said that he was throwing up or whatever. This is this must be a big joke. This must be a big joke. We are no longer our brother and our sister's keeper. Because I really cannot, unless a medical doctor come and says that, maybe, because I'm here thinking, as I said, I remember when I was a child, and guinea, which is a harder type of thing, stuck in my throat as a little tiny tot. I just say it that way in comparison to the man's age. Youngster. And the man just flip your bloop. Mind you, don't have to flip, but you must have males here. So lick him in his back, in his chest. You have to do whatever you can to save his life. Lick him in the back of the chest. Lick him at the top. Jump on him head top then or something. I'm exaggerating that to say you're doing all you can to get rid of the thing. Or as I said, when they say they're choking, I always say they do that thing. I don't know what you call it. And they, so that the thing can put pressure and air so that the air pushes up the thing and gets it out. And you give him some licking at the chest and the back. You ever notice sometimes when people and they feel like they're choking, you see them go like this? You see them go like this? If you beat it down so that the pressure pushes it down. Jesus God. Oh my goodness gracious me. I'm afraid of this place. And yet when I talk about doctors, sit down and watch what was the difference. Because I refuse to believe that some sort of the equivalent of a CPR, whatever it is, that prevents that level of asphyxiation, was done to this man. Because I personally believe he would still be alive. He would still be alive. I remember when the man did that and just put me down, the only thing was just fearful for the moment. And I was back to normality moments later. Back to normality. Back to normality moments later. And they had me a little picnic, where the area, the area there would have been tinier than this big man. Mighty goodness gracious me. Oh God. Oh my God. Well, to be honest, it reminds me of some places, where people don't care. For example, you're to get some funds, you work for it, and it is taken from you and they don't care, you could have a medical issue, you could have a something to pay for school, little more, they don't care. They said they're taking it from you, they take it from you. Places of employment and so on. It reminds me of that. Anyway, guys, you know what to do. Read TikTok and YouTube. Subscribe. Give me one of those lines and you can follow me